Wow, wow. Two amazing journeys, and we have barely started.
Yes.
So that actually you bring up a really important point, Chimeria. I want to stick with you for a minute, right? Which is a lot of the aspects of cybersecurity, and I'm again having done these diversity dialogues for about 2 months right now. One of the common resonant themes is we need diversity of thinking, right? We cannot have straight-jacketed single monocular vision in order to actually reduce risk. So again, how have you seen that play out in your cybersecurity foray, given the rich backdrop with which you've come through, right? The homeschooling, the Air Force, the real estate, the Intuit, small business. Have you seen that actually help? And again, how has that widened the periscope with which you look at cyber?
I'll say that I think the first thing would probably be my charisma, because I very am social person. When I did the information systems, I kind of drew back a bit because I have this notion where you're always in the server room, you don't see the light of day, and you're just like a cave troll. And I hate saying that, but that was what back then it was more like that. But with my background, having the ability to just, I can go up and talk to anybody, having interpersonal skills, the communicative, having the leadership, especially from the military, I'm not afraid to go up and say, how can I do this? What can we do with that? Let's do this together, pull people together, encourage them, motivate them, being able to not be afraid to teach. I mean, being open-minded with the real estate, you're balancing so many different things. And I know that there's contracts involved, and there's laws, and there's legal. So, looking at some of the jobs that I see, I look at them and I'm like, oh my God, it's all about, technology and these computer systems and applications and networking. But then when I have a really great community, and I tell them, I'm like, I have all this, I've done this. And then they turn around like, no, you've done this. And this is how you need to transfer that into a language that is cyber. So my interpersonal skills, far beyond, I think that is one of my biggest things, already understanding contracts, understanding government contracts, being a leader, being someone that can motivate, being able to juggle multiple things, taking an initiative, things like that. I've been able to draw that into my resume and match a lot more than just, I just started cybersecurity with school. I believe I started in June, but I love education. So I'm always looking for, certifications to get, training videos. So being able to just be quick with it, fast learner, being able to go back and help somebody else, all the different things with the small business accounting. I did tech support with that. So it's really nice when I look at it and I really digest and dissect all the different things that I have done, and then put them in that language. And it's like, okay, this is not such a, it's Everest, but it's not horrifying as horrifying, should I say, as it was before, whenever I can just put that into a language that cyber understands.
Wow, Angela, same question to you, right? Number one, like, how did you end up choosing cyber again, given your rich background? Also, you mentioned the HR angle and the diversity angle, and how does that play a significant role in as you're going after your cybersecurity career?
Sure. I told you about the incident on the Joint Chiefs of Staff, where out of the blue, a contractor working in the comms J6 to the computer section clicked on a link that it looked like it came from like a fax machine. It had Xerox, State Department.gov. So he thought that it came from the State Department. Well, it was a phishing email. So when he clicked on that link, it brought down all the systems, all the computer systems for like 2 weeks. It was so horrific. We couldn't get anything done. And they finally developed like a computer lab. And when I was that was my core job, because, over the personnel services division and then also the Air Force Element Commander, everything. I mean, everyone else, overall, everyone uses computer, but they could probably do alternate things like use ShiperNet, the secure net or something like that. All my information, all my job, my entire task, all of them, everything was on the low side, the unclassed side that was hit. And so I was sitting there like, man, and I saw people, the IT cybersecurity people, trying to fix the issue. And I was like, wow, I really, really want to get in that fight. Sounds so interesting. And even when I was a kid, I always loved IT. I wanted to be an engineer. But my family, business family, like the families that if one person is a doctor and all the people in the family, they have to be doctors. And I got forced into HR because my sister PhD economics, other sister accounting. So, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I love, my brother and I used to put stuff together and plug it up in the wall and then blow it up. And my parents used to have they would go crazy. You're gonna burn out a house. We would just do it. Was my passion. I love taking stuff apart, putting it back together, seeing things work, trying to figure out an issue. Even if the other day I tried to make the sound system in a movie projector work for my family, and I didn't stop until I fixed it. So I know it's my passion. Like IT period is my passion. And so go back to me jumping to cybersecurity. I'm like, you know what? This is it. It clicked. I'm like, I could be doing something now. I could be in the fight, doing something to fix this and stopping the adversaries, stopping the bad actors from hacking into vital systems, DoD system, everything that's going on right now. And I saw President Biden say, okay, we are short cybersecurity people. Okay, well then hire some cybersecurity people. We need more diversity and inclusion in cybersecurity. Well, hire minorities, hire people of color, hire females. It's not lip service. You have to do something to fix the issue. And so with my background being HR and I always have to do detailed analysis on like commander actions and also discipline people, and had to take cases, hear people, different cases, and then you probably understand that work for OSI, right? You have to hear different cases and analyze the cases to come to the truth. And so cybersecurity, taking that and applying cybersecurity, same thing. You got to analyze the problem. You got to figure out the root cause. You got to, just like we were talking about the other day, you got to jump in. You can't just delay. And that's my career field, especially in the Pentagon. When in my job, but for this cybersecurity incident, it took I don't know, but it seemed like it took forever. But what I did was you would get eaten alive if you delayed. So I think having my background as and the supervisor positions throughout my career, you start out as an officer and as enlisted as well, you have people under you in the military, and half time you brand new in the military, I don't know how to lead, be a manager over these people, but you start from the beginning. So you need those leadership skills in cybersecurity, because you may have to take on that incident and say, hey, I don't care if we work all night long, we have to fix this issue or it's going to get worse. So that's how I think that my skills, my background, that brings diversity into cybersecurity. And I'm very passionate about it.